What's up, guys? It's your boy Zowoki back at it with another movie review, and I just got back from Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and boy oh boy, I got a lot to tell you when it comes to spoilers and non-spoilers. So the beginning will be non-spoilers, and then the ending will be spoilers. So if you don't want to ruin yourself, I'll definitely let you guys know in the beginning, in the midway. But make sure you guys subscribe to my channel by hitting that white bar icon down at the bottom right. Hit that bell icon next to it. So when I do post videos like this one, you guys will get that little ring notification that Zowoki myself has posted that video. And you guys can watch, comment, like, and share. And again, thank you so very much for the continued love and support that you guys continuously show. Keep doing what you guys are doing, and we'll continue to grow together. That being said, we're here for one reason, and that is obviously the Guardians of the Galaxy 3 that just came out on Thursday. I was going to go see it, and I had to wait because I didn't get my son until Friday, and we went just recently, like 4 hours ago. So, beginning right now is going to be non-spoiler. So I'm going to mention things in the movie that are not going to be spoiler. And then we'll continue, and then I'll tell you guys in the midway. But with that being said, this movie I give out of a 10-star rating. I would give this one an 8. It definitely was a fantastic movie, or I would say a great movie. It wasn't extraordinary. The battle scenes were great, fantastic. It obviously was a little bit more centralized around Rocket. Obviously, from the trailers, you guys could see we pretty much know the upbringing of Rocket and how he became what he was and so forth like that. And now when it comes to the cast, I definitely, obviously I love the cast because we've grown up with them through 3 different movies and the main Guardians of the Galaxy. And then we obviously had the Avengers Infinity War and Endgame. But when it comes to Will Poulter that played, what's his name? Adam Warlock. I felt like it was a great character. I enjoyed the introduction of him. I enjoyed the progression of him. The comedy part of it was a little Power Rangers kind of feel to it. But it was definitely a good character. I like the character or the actor himself of Will. Now when it comes to High Evolutionary, the one that technically created Rocket and all these other beings that technically were trying to become the perfect civilization. Great character. I definitely enjoyed him on a whole bunch of different movies besides this one. When it comes to all the other characters, again, I think we see more of a dynamic when it comes to these characters on each different level. Now, when it comes to the new character, obviously, that we've seen, which is Cosmos, or Cosmo, I should say, the space dog. I definitely loved that character. I was kind of weary on this character when I first saw it on the poster, and then we saw it in the movie. I was like, pretty funny. I enjoyed it. Now, again, an 8 out of 10. I'm trying not to spoil this for anybody right now. 8 out of 10. Spoiler warning now. If you guys do not want to know the spoiler warning, I suggest you click off the video and then go somewhere else until you watch it and then come back. So, 3, 2, 1. You've been warned. Now, when it comes to this movie, obviously we've seen Nebula being more aggressive and angerish. Angerish, is that a word? Being very angry. In this one, we see her very, very emotional in this movie. We see the Guardians, unfortunately, start splitting up at the end. There's 2 post-credit scenes, or there's 2 end credit scenes, the post-credit scene and then the end credit scene. I'm not quite sure what the last one entails. I'm going to watch it again and just kind of look at like the explanation, kind of Easter eggs and not debugged, but analyzed more when it comes to other like Cosmic Fury and stuff like that when they talk about, or Cosmic Wonder, about the ending and credits and stuff like that. I love the Groot character himself. Obviously, through the years, we've seen him go from an old man to a baby to a preteen to a teenager, and now we see. I'm guessing he's almost older again to where he was before. We see King Groot at the end of in the first credit scene. He's massive and huge and stuff like that. We see Mantis go off by herself because she wants to find herself, and she's always been there for Ego, and then she was there for the Guardians. Now she wants to be there for herself and figure out what is Mantis. We see Nebula and Drax go off together by themselves on nowhere, pretty much helping all these kids and um, pretty much taking care of these new characters that they got from the High Evolutionary Ship. Rocket and Groot are still together. Rocket has become captain now of the Guardians of the Galaxy. In the movie, and it's been stated and confirmed that in the movie we always hear Groot say, "I am Groot. I am Groot. I am Groot." But in the middle of the ending, or not in the middle of it, but at the end we hear him say, "I love you guys." And I'm just like flabbergasted. And then I find out that not even within a half an hour out of getting on the movies, the reason why we can hear him say, "I love you guys," is because we can understand Groot now. We speak Groot. So that's why we hear him say, instead of saying, "I am Groot," like all the other ones, we hear him say, "I love you guys." It's been confirmed by the director himself that when he says, "I love you guys," he's technically saying, "I am Groot." But now that we've watched him over the years, we now understand Groot language, which is kind of cool. We see Star-Lord obviously leave as well. He splits up with Gamora. This Gamora is more, in the beginning, she was not like into Peter Quill at all. She's like, "Nope, this is not me. This is the other one that you knew was dead." And she started getting a little bit more softer and softer by the end with Peter, or Quill, Star-Lord. I'm excited to see where it goes, because he's now on Earth where he found his grandfather. We see him at the end of the credits with his grandfather eating cereal with his grandfather. We see the St. Charles, or we see the paper, and it says St. Charles something on it, alien abduction. I can't remember who was on it, but I was trying to hear it and understand what he was saying, to see if there was any sneak peeks as to what's to come for the future. And then we cut to a scene where it says the legendary Star-Lord will return. So obviously we'll see him hopefully in AKA another Avengers movie. If it's going to be Kang the Dynasty or the Secret Wars, we will eventually see him again. But it said the legendary Star-Lord. We don't hear anybody else when it comes to Groot, Rocket, Gamora, Nebula, Mantis, Drax. We don't hear anything about that. So I'm definitely kind of, obviously we already know that Drax is done. The main character, Dave Bautista, he's not doing Drax anymore. He's done. He hasn't signed any contracts. He's done. He's kapushed. Now when it comes to the other characters, I'm not quite sure. But will we ever see the Guardians of the Galaxy 4? Who knows? I'm not quite sure. We see a little snippet at the end, because we see one of these blonder kids having mystical powers in there, where they're going against these like dog-looking creatures on this other planet, and King Groot's there, Rocket's there, Kraglin is there, the guy with the mohawk that took from what's his name, Michael Rooker, Yondu, and then it's pretty much what we see at the end. So, but overall, like I said before, again, this movie I would say was great. It was a great addition to the Marvel Universe, the MCU. Let me know your guys' thoughts. Comment your guys' thoughts down below. Hit the like button if you guys enjoyed it. Keep it spoiler, not spoiler warning. Or keep it. How do I say this? Do not spoil it in the comments, please. Leave it for, just let me know how it was for you guys, if you guys enjoyed it and so forth like that. Don't be descriptive in the comments and root it for somebody else. Make sure you guys don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video. So keep it real, keep it safe, and as always, keep nerding on, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.